I'm attorney Vernita Williams. I practice law in South Florida. This is part 2 of a 4-part presentation. Our first part was on personal organization and planning. Our second part was estate and business succession planning. Part 3 is insurance planning, and part 4 is financial records. But all of these parts are separate parts of a list of 25 things that you can do to set your affairs in order. In this presentation, part 2, I'm just going to talk about the estate planning and business succession planning portion of this 4-part presentation. The first thing I recommend under the estate planning and business succession planning is that you make sure you have a last will and testament. Now, if you already have a will, then what you can do is check your will and update it. There are any number of things that will be reasons for you to update your will. For instance, if a lot of time has passed, you just need to look at your will and update it and make sure that what you have there is still what you want to do. Also, if you have a new marriage, or if you've had death in the family, or if you have a new baby or a new grandbaby, or if you started a business, or if you got a divorce, those are things that should prompt you to reevaluate your estate plan and make sure it is in keeping with your wishes. So one of the things is make a will, do a last will and testament. The next thing is, what about a living will? A living will is not the same thing as a last will and testament. A living will states whether you want to be on life support. It's extremely important that you do a living will, make your wishes known, so that your loved ones are not trying to make that decision for you. Now, a living will is way more than just saying whether you want to be on a breathing machine. In a very good living will, you will state whether or not you want to do not resuscitate order. You will state whether or not you want to be fed by a feeding tube, whether or not you will accept or reject a blood transfusion. So make sure you have a good and thorough living will that states whether or not you want to be on life support. The next thing is, what about a durable power of attorney? A durable power of attorney is a document in which you appoint someone to handle your business and financial matters for you if you cannot. It's extremely important because if you become incapacitated, or if you develop Alzheimer's or dementia, you want to already have someone appointed in a durable power of attorney. Many times people come to my office as an attorney and they say, I need a durable power of attorney for my mom or for my dad or aunt or uncle or sibling. And sometimes I find out that they've waited too late. If the person is already in a coma or in hospice, not alert, or they have dementia or Alzheimer's, it could be too late for you to get that durable power of attorney. And when it's too late, you're going to end up having to do a guardianship on the person, and the guardianship is usually going to be very cumbersome and very expensive. So make sure you do a durable power of attorney and appoint someone to handle your affairs if you cannot. The last thing I want to mention in this brief video is do a business succession plan. If you have a business and you want to make sure that your business does what you would like for it to do, if you are incapacitated or if you pass away, you need to make a plan. You know, there are many stories that I could tell you that are real life situations where somebody had a thriving business, they passed away suddenly, and their family was left scrambling to try to figure out how this business could take care of them. And family members had a difficult time because there was nothing in place. So the people who were helping the deceased loved one to run the business got the upper hand. They stole the equipment, The family had to litigate trying to get the deceased business owner's vehicles that he had purchased. And so it can be a bad situation if you don't have plans in place. So some of the 25 things that you should do under the area of estate and business succession planning include making a will, doing a living will, doing a durable power of attorney, and doing a business succession plan if you have a business. Now, there are other suggestions that are too many for a brief video like this. So if you want all 25 things on the checklist, please go to my website and you can download a copy of that checklist of 25 things. Go to vcwlaw.com, vcwlaw.com. There you can go to my website, download the checklist of 25 things you can do to set your affairs in order. Also, if you'd like to listen to the other videos that are related to this one, or as well as videos on other estate planning and probate matters, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or if you would like to call in questions, comments, or suggestions, you can call me at 786-831-9483. That's 786-831-9483. Thank you so much for listening to this VCW Law presentation.